To your home, yeah. To your home, yeah. I lose out control when I take it to the hole. To your home, yeah. To your home, yeah. I lose out control when I take it to the hole. To your home, yeah. To your home, yeah. I lose out control when I take it to the hole. To your home, yeah. To your home, yeah. I lose out control when I take it to the hole. Yo, give me the rock, tick tock, I don't stop. Put your ball in my hands, I got plans. Make the crowd scream like a kingdom dream. You better call ball with this team. Body tense when the king hits the lane. Blocking me, my boy, you insane. Head up, mouth water for the pass. Slam! Broken glass. Ask one who's house here now, phone. Right back at you. To your hole, yeah. To your hole, yeah. Not lose out control when I take it to the hole. To your hole, yeah. To your hole, yeah.
My mic was muted that whole time, so it's me, Mike Upper King Michael. This is legit fantasy football. I'm bringing you our Super Bowl breakdown. Captain Picard and M1 Matt Mastradamus indisposed. So I'm going to give you my picks for all the prop bets, well, the important ones, and then the game itself. Now, a couple things. One, we did finish over 70% on the season on our locks. Yay! We proved ourselves. Also, the last 2 years, if you followed me at all, I have been almost dead money on all the prop bets, all the like stupid ones. Why? Because I look into them. So, all right, here we go for some prop bets. I want to go with you now. First prop bet that everyone's going to pick: heads or tails. Heads or tails. I will say this once. Say it one time only. Losers pick tails. You think you're going to lose and you pick tails. So I'm calling heads on the coin. The national anthem, over or under 115 seconds. Now, it was up at 116. Matter of fact, it's been known to go to 122. But this guy's going to do it in a jazz style. The guy singing the national anthem tonight put some stuff in it, so he's going to make it a little jazzy. Now, I worry he put some stuff in it that's going to spread this song and make it longer than it should be. But I don't think so. I think he's nervous. I think he sticks to it. Jazz speeds it up on the 116 seconds. All right, that's two. Let's see. Gatorade at the end of the game. Now everyone is picking the yellow green lime because that's what Gatorade was when it started. However, if you want to pick a real fun prop, go with purple. I'm serious too, because they like purple. They do. It's not as just trust me. Go with purple on the Gatorade. All right. Next we got game goes to overtime. No. Okay. So now we're gonna get into the game really quick. So I've talked to several Patriot fans, and they all kind of yell at me. You want to know if I'm rooting against them. Now, see, the thing is, I always rooted against the Patriots back in the Brady days, but that's because I'm a Giants fan. And we were the kryptonite to his bravado. But now there's a new gunslinger in town, Drake May, somebody that if you followed the show, I've been a big fan of since he was in college. And what I think is great is that Tom Brady isn't going to root for him. Tom Brady is not rooting for the Patriots. I think that's great. You know why? Because one, it shows everybody else what we already knew. You guys looked at him with rose glasses, right? Not us. He's a prick. He's a prick, period. And he does not want the Patriots to win this one. So I don't have him. So, it's one of those things. May! Can you hear me, Matt? Can you hear me?
Well, hello, King Michael. I've been
All right, I wanna
called
get
from
you-
my dormant sleep.
I know, man, dude. It's one of those days where it's like the weekend itself. I don't even know where we are. But listen, here's the 4 props I've given already. Coin toss, I put
All right.
heads. Coin toss is heads. The national anthem is going to be under 116 seconds or 115 seconds because there's a jazz guy doing it, and he's going to add a piece to it, which worries me. But jazz in general is snappy and quick, so I'm expecting a short national anthem. Gatorade, the leading vote by far is green, yellow, but I picked purple as the outside. That's like the outside winner. And then does a game go to overtime? No. So that's all.
Would you say yes?
No. Does the game go to
I
overtime?
have a feeling there's a chance, King.
I said no, but that was one of the props. All right, now it's on to the actual game. So I feel like you should go first because I think anybody watching in our area or watches this back, that they'd rather hear what you have to say. So it's 4.5, right? 4.5, and it's over under 44.5 or 45. Am I off?
Yes, 45 and a half. There's a lot to get into, and I might as well start it right here, right now. When I look at the tail of the tape, we've been talking about these two teams meeting up in the playoffs. I mean, it's been the likely scenario for a while now. Everything happened for it to be set, and it took a lot for that to happen, especially in Denver. Patriots didn't look too well. Offense hasn't looked too well over the span of the playoffs, and that's probably why we have the inflated line of 4.5. Absolutely, the people who set the mocks, and if you're an onlooker, if you're a fan like we are, you probably would say that the Seattle Seahawks had the toughest schedule. But upon further review, when I start to look at the NFC West, it's not the same NFC West that I can remember, and we were all sold on the Rams so much when the year started that we all had them as like a shoo-in for the Super Bowl representative for the NFC. But yeah, ended up beating in Seattle. Seattle beat the Rams three straight, and now that I look further on this matchup, I think that's kind of right. That's the way it should have happened. First 9 weeks, the Rams defense, I am talking about the Rams, had a top 10, top 5 defense, and after week 9, it went to 28 points per contest. And I just feel that if you look, and the reason why I continue to talk about the Rams is if you look at the strength of schedule of the Seattle Seahawks, you got the Rams on there, you got the Jaguars. They played the AFC South, not very tough. They got the Colts on there. They struggled against the Colts. They struggled against the Minnesota, even though they skunked them offensively. They did not do well. The quarterback that the Vikings put out there had a really bad start of the game, gave them quick 2 scores. They never looked back. But I'm not ragging on Seattle. I'm not ragging on the schedule because we can do that with the Patriots. This is the 2 teams that belong there for sure out of this year's teams. But what I'm trying to get down here is, when we look at the strength of Seattle, who they played, who the Patriots played, when I look at the playoffs in particular for the Patriots, I do believe it shows a little bit of need for more firepower on the offensive side of the ball for the Patriots. Offensive line kind of looks like dog shit. But when we get to the meat of the order between the 2 teams, what you're really looking at betting on is Sam Darnold. Is Sam Darnold going to do well against the Patriots defense? That's the meat of the order. That's what we're looking at. Drake May or Sam Darnold, how many times against the opposing defense? And that's really the tall order. I think Drake May and the Patriots come on the right side.
All right, so let me back everything up for a second. First off, have you looked at who's refereeing tonight's game?
I have not, to be honest.
So
that's a huge matter.
So the ref crew they have tonight, right, is Sean Smith is the head referee with Roy Ellison, Dana McKenzie, Julian Mapp. Anyways, what it comes down to is this. When you looked up referees who called first down eligible penalties the most, like hold it, like pass interference, face mask, unnecessary roughness, right? Every one of these refs is in the top 20 working in the full NFL. That Sean Smith guy is one of the leading guys who calling those penalties. So this is literally a crew stacked with guys that call those hand penalties. Now, who does that affect more? Well, the Seahawks play a zone. The Patriots play man. That's when those penalties happen, right? So if that slows them down, if they start doing that to the Patriots, affording Seattle maybe even just one time they call an extra pass interference and move Seattle down. The thing is this. I am rooting for Drake May and the Patriots because they're not Tom Brady's Patriots. Tom's not actually even rooting for them, that jerk. I want them to win, but I'm telling you, Matt, I picked against the Seahawks every week this year. Only team I got wrong, and I kept getting them wrong on purpose out of stubbornness because I refused to admit to the fact that probably from top to bottom, they're the best team in the NFL as far as the whole offense and the whole defense, right? So I look at the spread. I look at the thing. I got to pick Seattle. I can't not pick Seattle in a bettor's mentality. There's a lot of things lined up in this game to make it look like it's going to be a real boring scoring game. I like the under, and I like Seattle. And I'm being serious. You can see like a 17-7. There it is.
Absolutely.
That's the Super Bowl. So. Yeah, I like Seattle and I think they made it 4.5 to scare everybody off because everybody's going 4.5. That's a lot. That's a lot, isn't it? That's a lot. Like Seattle is that.
They're saying that they're trying to get a little buyback because the Patriots were like 60-1 odds, so they say they have a liability, and they figured that they would get a lot of action, but it really truly only made people want to take New England at that price. So I do think that they're on the hook for a lot of money because a lot of people started hitting the Patriots when they started looking decent. I know a kid who put like $20 on the Patriots, and he's gonna get a G. He says he wished he put 100 at it, and he would have got 27 if they win. The only thing that I look at more in this game, and I don't think that the coaches, I don't think it matters that much, but they've been, Vrabel's been there, McDaniels has been there. I think when you kind of taking it like a test, super big test, and you have these people who are tutoring you for the test, and they have this confidence around you, I think it pays big dividends. I think that when you get to the stage, and that's a kind of another thing. Like when I'm talking about Sam Darnold, like if we're going to be honest, and I really do believe when it comes down to if you're going to take Seattle, you're putting your money with Sam Darnold. You're really hoping that he just continues to provide dividends.
He's just going to play for them to win.
But he's the leading QB with 20 turnovers in the regular season. He's not turned it over one time in the playoffs. And I just ask. What is it?
I say it reminds me of a New York Giant that wore number 10. We used to throw interceptions, and then when he hit the playoffs, he'd go on this like idiot savant run.
And it could happen. And it very well could happen.
Here's what I have. I have this Seahawks minus 4.5. I have the under of 45.5. My Super Bowl MVP is Sam Darnold. Both teams score 20 points. No. Patriots team
no way.
Total, Patriots team total. I have it under 21.5. Any field goal made over 49.5 yards. I put yes. I think we're going to see a 50-yard field goal in this game because we have the kicker to do it. Defense or special teams TD? No. Sam Darnold under 29.5 pass attempts. You would hope. Drake May over 36.5 rushing yards.
Yes.
Most passing yards, Darnold. First touchdown scorer, I have Kenneth Walker, the third. Anytime touchdown scorer, Stephon Diggs. Halftime, Matt. He's going to start off with TD Me Pregunto.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then there's going to be under 10.5 songs. Will he have any guest appearances? I said no first, but I think they're going to force guest appearances on this poor kid. Like, you know what? I feel bad for Bad Bunny because I don't mind him. He's pretty good in wrestling, right? I don't listen to his music. And every time I see him, he seems like a pretty nice guy. I don't know why we care so much about the halftime show. I really don't even no. I don't even really watch the halftime show. That's when you go get drinks and food. But Bad Bunny's catching like a gigantic blowback. If I was him, I might just walk out and just let my nuts hang. You know what I mean? Just drop them. Be like, walk off the stage. That you're gonna protest my show. Protest this. Protest these nuts. Whack. All right, but last thing was oh yeah, no, I did the thing. Heads the coin and Gatorade. I went with purple. You know what's funny is I win those dumb bets every year.
Oh yeah,
Like the weird props ones. I'm always like dead on with those. But so the song should be on the 116 seconds. Matt, I hope for all the Patriot fans watching, I hope that you guys win this Super Bowl. I feel like you've earned this Super Bowl more than the past ones when you guys are just already pre-scheduling in the Super Bowl party. Like, this is a legitimate, oh my God, we made a run type year. But this is the year of the Seattle Seahawks. This is their year. Like, it can be two teams to a point. The Patriots are so close. They're going to get a wide receiver. AJ Brown will go to the Patriots in the offseason.
I absolutely love that you just said it's the year of the Seahawks because I remember when I was watching, when I was a little kid, I was a little boy. I was such a little boy. And I was watching the Patriots with their start of their first dynasty. And I was like, the Rams are so good. There's no way this little Ford Escort could ever catch up to that IROC. And
but you're not.
It was the year of the Rams, and the Rams got Rams. And
you're not about to tell me about how an underdog team won the Super Bowl, are you?
Oh, well, I mean.
You don't think I know about underdog teams beating undefeated 18-0 teams in the Super Bowl? The best offense ever.
So it can be done. And I was a 12-point favorite. And even with the Eagles over the Patriots, so it can be done. But when it comes down to Patriots versus Seattle this year, I look around me, I'm outside, and I see all the snow. And what it is like a little bit of reminiscence of what has been done, and the championship belt will come home. And the reason why is because Bob Kraft is Jew, and I think he's sacrificed some children for this event, and we can go on and on.
No, we shouldn't.
I think it's already been written in blood.
I didn't think I heard that. Then I heard it, and I heard that. All right, so again, by the way, for the record, you know how like all the stuff that's in the news right now is all about like the trafficking?
It's incredible.
You know they're all, but they keep talking about the trafficking. That's the main news. In those documents, there's going to be about 100 things that are worse that like involve.
Oh, way worse.
Full government.
Unbelievable.
But they're sensationalizing it, and they're trying to keep us focused on one part, which is horrible. That they've kind of teased us for like about a year now, 2 years. So now that we're getting at it, we're ignoring the other information that's in those docs. I
can agree with that. Yeah, I can agree with that.
But again, Matt says take the Patriots. I like the Seahawks minus the spread. I also like the under, Matt.
Yes, I love the under. I took Drake May first touchdown plus 1,400. I just feel like they get down there, and he kind of does almost like the same type of QB delay like they did with the Broncos in the first thing. It's almost like when I played Madden, I never wanted to expose my offense or do damage to myself. So I want to put my team in the best play scenario. I'm going to put it on the legs of Drake May. I think that's the more necessary thing to do when you're down and when it's 0-0. So I think if they get down to the goal line, they're going to have Drake May running in. That's what I think.
Yeah, Seattle's a really good defense.
Great defense.
I think a lot of Patriot fans think they're going to win just because of the Patriots. That's the other problem I'm having. Like, they're like, oh, no, we're in the Super Bowl. We're the Patriots. We're going to win. We always win. It's like, no, you don't always. And it's a tough team. This is like, but again, would I like to see Drake make it Super Bowl? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Every year would love to see that.
I want anyone who thinks Seattle's tough to go and take a moment and look at their schedule. I've been hearing about the Patriots schedule all year long.
Well,
It's identical to the Patriot. It's identical to the Patriots schedule, and I want to see where they ever got tough because when they've ever got pushed, they did not come back. They've never came back. Tennessee Titans put up 24 points. I remember the game. I bet on the Titans that game. They had an 11-point spread. I took the Titans, and they put up 24 points on the Seattle Seahawks.
If they play like they played last week against the Broncos, they get beat.
I definitely agree with that, but there's also this case of where, like I said, right? If it's a close game, I'm not going to, and even in the elements, I'm not going to overexpose and puke on myself and lose a game. There's a way you can lose a game by being too over the top. I like the way McDaniels has been calling this game, and just like I said a few moments ago, like McDaniels has called 10 Super Bowls. When that comes head to head against the other play caller, it's got to be nerve wracking to the other guy going,
You just want to run the ball first?
I think that they're going to try and take control with the run, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's going to be beautiful weather. I think Drake May is going to be Drake May, and it could be very well a 40-yard touchdown pass. I think Kayshon Boutte has a day. They're going to run a cover 6, which gives Drake May problems. He's 31st in the league when it comes to cover 6, but I think seeing the Chargers a few weeks ago gave them a little bit of, if you've seen what Drake May did look against the Chargers, it's going to be reminiscent of that, but I think the Seattle defense is a little bit better. Like you said, I don't think any team scores more than 17 points in this game. I really do believe that.
That's why in my head, if it's like 14-0, whatever team is down is struggling a little bit. And the number of times that they say JSN, it was over or under 4 or 3. I'm going to say over. I think they're going to keep saying JSN every time because Chris Collinsworth cannot pronounce. Like, there's like 3 or 4 names that are on the list. Can Collinsworth pronounce this? And it's like yes or no.
I don't think the game is going to be won in the first quarter, but I'm going to tell you something. You will be able to see if the Patriots' game plan is taking effect, if they're attacking the defensive line and giving Sam Donald fits, and how often they're saying the JSN name. Because if they're blanketing JSN and they have to run the ball with Kenneth Walker, I see no way that they can win this game.
The thing is, someone like JSN can't really stop him. He's one of those guys.
You can't.
He's just thrown it in his area, and you're in trouble because
he's open.
Yeah, he's one of those fun guys. But all right, that's how I see it. We disagree on the picks. We're rooting for the same team. I'm not rooting for Patriot. I'm not rooting for Patriot fans. I'm not rooting for the Patriot fan nation. Not at all. I'm actually rooting for the Patriots. The Mike Vrabel, Drake May led Patriots. That's the team I'm rooting for. Not the fans. I want to make sure that all the fans know that I'm not on your side. So everyone keeps asking me, why aren't you rooting for the Patriots? And I'm like, I am rooting for the Patriots. I just don't think they're going to win. Like,
do you think that with what they did to Bob Kraft and Bill Belichick, you don't think that's extra incentive to say fuck you to the league one more go round? These guys are keeping off the leaders of the last dynasty, and they'll never give you credit. Go out there and take it. Fucking leave your mark on this place. And that's what is going on. If
Vrabel somehow convinced Belichick to come in before the game,
that'd be dope.
On how he didn't make the Hall of Fame, how they still shit on the Patriots, and they still don't think nothing of the organization, and fire those fuckers up and get them out there to play. That's what they need. You know what I mean?
Yep.
On the other side, they need to just give Sam Donald like a sedative. Just be cool. That's all we want him to be. He's cool. I mean, that's serious. Like, if you're betting on the Seahawks, just be cool. Play the system. You could end up MVP because of your receivers. You don't know. All right, Matt, enjoy the game. Captain Carr,
absolutely.
Enjoy the game. Hope the Patriots win for you guys. But again, if you're betting, I like the Seahawks under. Matt likes Patriots under. So, for Astronomist, it is me, Michael King, Mike L. This was Legit Fantasy Football, brought to you by Legit Tube. Thanks for watching. We are out.